Hi, lovely humans. I have here a pulling sequence for you. I've gotten the write-up why this is so important. The short story is that pulling can help counteract a lot of our push things. Most of us probably aren't doing enough pulling under load, and it's really going to go a long way to helping a couple of important things. Your neck feeling better, your head feeling better on top of your neck, your shoulders feeling better against the weight of your chest, especially if you're like me and you tend to type like this. And then also for those of you with the tight feeling back ribs, this can feel really good, almost like a stretch. So let's get started. Grab a TheraBand of medium or strong resistance. So you want to go pretty heavily loaded here. Find a doorknob, and here's the secret. You're going to take the middle, almost the middle of the band, wrap it around the doorknob, and then you're going to wrap it around again so that it makes an X here. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but so the idea here is that it's not going to slip off right in the middle of it. I even like to give it another little wrap around. When you're ready, get a good amount of tension on the straps. Stand up tall, and then have your feet a comfortable distance apart, and notice if you're completely locking out your legs, and then activate them nice and strong. Keep your arms long. See what happens if you keep your wrists in line with your arms. And then from here, straight arms pull back and release. Pull back and release. Strong pull and release. Good, now let's start to play with this. What happens if you shift the weight towards the back of your heels? What happens if you shift the weight towards the front of your feet? Woo. And now, as you pull your pinkies back, can you imagine the action of moving your ribs back the same direction? So it's not rounding your spine so much as feeling a sense of fullness so that you can really perhaps feel your shoulders as an integrated unit rather than just the backs of your arms pulling. And let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take some of the resistance out, but do keep some, and then roll your shoulder with the resistance one way. Feel free to move your head and neck in any ways that feel good here. And then roll your shoulder with resistance the other way. And now do the other shoulder. So a good amount of resistance. Not so much that you have to bend your elbow like I just did. So if you just did that, you might take some resistance out like I'm doing. And then feel your shoulder doing this rolling. And then the other direction. Adding on here, take a 90-degree bend in your elbows and tuck them in by your sides, or if it's more comfortable in your shoulders, wing them out a little bit. Plug your arm bones into your shoulder socket so it's not a big down and back, it's just a natural shoulder. And then you're going to pull, row your arms straight back. And now as you do, left foot comes forward, right knee goes back, and step forward. Let's stay with the right leg stepping back. Step back and forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back, hold. You might take some tension out of the band as we work your triceps. And then from here, if you can, figure out where your bony hip points are in space, and you can even just look at them and see if you could even them out. And then you're going to straighten your arms and release for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward. Take a few shoulder rolls with the resistance, or let go and take a break. In the other direction. We'll lunge the other side. So elbows to your side. Step back left and forward. Back and forward. And get a little more resistance. Back and forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back and hold the lunge. Even out your hips and maybe take some of the resistance out to extend your arms and bend. Extend and bend for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward, a few shoulder rolls. And the other direction. Take back some resistance, bring your elbows out to the side. Re-situate your doorknob situation if you need to. And then elbows go out to the side, same thing, arm bones natural in your socket. Step back a little bit and you're gonna squat and row out wide. Squat and row wide. Knees any distance apart, and you can try different positions that work for you. And you can even get enough resistance so that if you like, you could sit really far down if your knees tolerate that. If they don't worry about it. And let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward. Take a little break. That was a little break. And now it's a little bit funky, but stick with me. Have some resistance on the bands, and then start to go for a little fake walk. And now add your arms in. They'll naturally know what to do here, so don't think about it too hard. Just imagine like you're walking. And just noticing how your body shifts and transfers its weight. And now start to slow this way down. But let your arms come along for the ride. Good. And now keep going. Can you keep your hip points moving forward? And then as you pick up your right foot, let your ribs and arm come back to the right, rotate to the right, and then to the other side. So transferring your weight, don't worry about being too exact and specific. You're finding the rotation of your spine as you transfer your weight side to side. So you're letting the resistance from your shoulders pulling help to move your rib cage. Now you might notice if you're prioritizing a big twist, which it's not a problem if you do this. It can start to move your pelvis and sometimes your neck really far, but what you might be able to see is that I actually didn't move my rib cage that much. And so that's why you might try really working on keeping your hips moving forward, and it might feel like less of a twist. That's okay. Move your spine rather than your pelvis. It might move a little bit, and that's fine. And then the other side. And now we're going to add on here. So you're a human and you need to look around, and your spine will go where your head goes. So now, first look right with your eyeballs. Turn your head and see what's in your periphery. Pull back with your right arm. Feel your ribs move. And notice the shift in where you can move your gaze. You're not an owl, so don't worry about trying to get your head all the way back behind you. Let's try the other side. So it's a little shift of your weight to the right foot. Start to pull, or I'm sorry, first turn your eyeballs, then your head. See what's in your periphery. And now pull with your left arm. Let your rib cage move and notice the change in your focus. Come back to center. Shift your weight. Look right. Turn your head. Pull with your arm and let your ribs follow. See where your gaze goes. Off to the left. Shift your weight. Look with your eyes. Turn your head. Pull with your arm. Watch your gaze change. Twice more each side. Look right. Turn your head. As you shift your weight, pull with your arm. See where your gaze moves. You might notice I'm not being too specific with how you transfer your weight. It'll transfer. You'll be fine. Look left. Turn your head. Pull. Let your ribs turn and see your gaze change. Good, and last time. Shift your weight. Turn your eyes. Turn your head. Pull and let your ribs move. Back to center. Shift your weight. Eyes turn. Head turns. Pull. Move your ribs and watch your gaze change. Come back to center. And then finishing out nice and strong here. You're going to take your arms way up. Walk back, and instead of sitting back, you're just going to hold it here. Or if you want this to be more shoulder work, walk forward and take more resistance. Further back is a little bit more core stabilization, so both are really good for you. Elbows come out to the side and you're going to row. And let's do 2 sets here of 8. 7, getting more resistance. 6, 5, keep pressing up tall through the crown of your head. And can you feel the nape of your neck get really long? Here's 2, 1, last set, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go. And last time, take a few shoulder rolls with the resistance. And the other direction. And move your head around a little bit with that. Let that feel good. Good job. Way to stick with it. Leave a comment. Let me know how it goes for you. Ask me any questions. Feel free to shoot me a message. And I hope this helps the back side of your body really help balance out the front side of your body. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.